Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Pardon me, I'm just finishing up a chip. I got some little snacks set up for our viewers. Kingston, Grayson, and Auntie Bree. We have some guacamole, salsa, cheese dip, cheese, sour cream, all of our fixins ready for the fajitas.
I love this spicy stuff. I like this stuff.
And cheese dip. Cheese dip is good, isn't it, buddy?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm seeing that some of the notifications are going out that we have gone live, so that these viewers can get on here. Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing? We are making shrimp fajitas today, so I'm just going to share this post in some cooking groups, and then we can get started. It's a super easy, quick, simple recipe today. I've never made it before, so we will see how it goes. I did show some of you guys the nice little dips and stuff that I have set out for my kiddos and Auntie Bree to be eating while we're doing this show. We've got some guacamole, some cheese dip, some sour cream, some salsa, just lots of fun stuff to be snacking on while the fajitas are getting cooked. Hello, Heather, how are you? How is everyone doing? We're going to be doing our giveaway the same way as Monday. I want to do it, so if you sign on to this, just like or heart or laugh at the post, leave an emotion of some kind, and you will get entered into the giveaway. That's the only way to get entered into the giveaway. Hello, Ashley and Cindy. Natalie, are you making the shrimp fajitas tonight? Misty, hello. If you want to get entered into the giveaway, just like or heart the post. Once we are done cooking our shrimp, the giveaway entering will be closed and you cannot get entered into the giveaway anymore. So make sure you get those likes and hearts out there right away so that you don't have to worry and you can just sit back and watch the rest of the show. We need to hit 40 live views that stay there for the length of the show to do one giveaway, and then it goes in increments of 40 from there. Natalie, you're ready to cook. Make sure your oven is preheated to 450. I watched you live last when you made the Olive Garden soup and really enjoyed it. Missy, awesome. We are going to be making shrimp fajitas today. Bree, hello. If you guys are in Minot, you guys know how awesome Mi Mexico's cheese dip is. So I did go to Mi Mexico and get some of the cheese dip and the salsa for everybody to enjoy. Grayson, Kingston, Auntie Bree, everybody say hi. Hey. We're all sitting and hanging out while Mom gets ready to make these shrimp fajitas. Lacey, hello. You guys don't forget to like or what are the different emotions? Like, heart, laugh, wow, cry, angry, whatever feelings you feel towards this post, just make sure that you do it so you can get entered into the giveaway. I'm only going to bring it up a couple more times while we're cooking, and if you don't hear the rules, then you luck out. A couple of people try to sneak in at the end, and you can't do that anymore, so it's for the people that are on here listening, paying attention, and hanging out with me. Get those shares out there. If you want to share to your personal page, that works for me. Just make sure it's not a watch group so that the people that come onto the page can talk to me and comment. When you do a watch group, it stays within that post and only you can see it. So I want everyone to be able to get entered in, and I want them to like and follow the post. So in order to do that, we just have to share it straight out or tag people or share it into a group. Just don't start a watch party. How does that sound? It looks like it's going to be tasty. Today is Bree's day to win, she says. My husband loves shrimp fajitas from Mi Mexico. It's the only thing he gets there when we sit down. Yes, those sneaky people. Hello, Sherry, Jesus, Heather, Linda, Deborah. How is everyone? Everyone is good. You guys, I taught another class today at Ned Rose Elementary School in Minot. We had so much fun. We made rainbow grilled cheese and donut apples. So that was a blast. We are going to start prepping some of our stuff. So my oven is preheated to 450. I am going to give my peppers a rinse off in the sink. My dogs are playing. Bree brings her dog over here, her little corgi, and plays with my Australian shepherds. So they are wrestling around right now, and that is what they're doing. They're nice dogs. So I just rinsed off my peppers in the sink. Hello, Daddy-O. Are you ready to cook with me? Hello, Renee. You guys, if you want to get entered into the giveaway, the only way to get entered in is to leave an emotion on the post. A like, a heart, a wow, a crying face, any of those things. Just leave an emotion on the post, and then when we are all done cooking, I will close it off. I will refresh my page once, and I will pull the names off and do my giveaway. If you're new to my page, I do giveaways. I do kitchen and food related items. And I always order it on smile.amazon.com, which a portion of that goes back to the Alzheimer's Association. So, if you want to know of some of the things people have won in the past, just check out the page. Making fajitas tomorrow at work. Linda, everybody at work is going to love you. Lacey, you love shrimp. So, I bought 2 different kinds of shrimp for this recipe. One, I bought the pre-cooked, deveined, deshelled, kind of cheaper version of shrimp at Walmart. And then my husband also bought jumbo raw shrimp to try as well. So we'll try those 2 different things on our shrimp fajita pan recipe, and we will see which one turns out the best. Chicken stir fry for dinner. Fiance made it. Teresa, I wish my husband would cook for me. He is just one thing he hasn't learned how to do, but he does other great things around the house. So I take on the cooking, and then my kiddos, I'm sure, will help me when they get a little bit older and make some of the food for us here in the family. Natalie, you bought small shrimp. It's okay. Totally fine to buy smaller shrimp. Natalie, I have both. So we're going to make it with both. It doesn't have to be jumbo shrimp. We will see if it really makes a difference if they are raw or if they are cooked already. I just kind of want to try it out and see which one's which. Hi, Kim, Jasmine, Rebecca. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to start prepping our veggies. My oven is preheated to 450, and we need to slice up our bell peppers into thin slices. For the recipe, you need a red, an orange, and a yellow. All I have are green and red here at the house. The one thing that we forgot to get at the grocery store was more peppers. So we're just going to have to make do with the peppers that we have, green and red, and then our onions. So we want to slice these up nice and thin. If you've ever... My dad is cooking along tonight, and so is Natalie. Perfect, Natalie. Yours are raw. I think that's important for this recipe because you don't want to overcook them in the oven, but we're going to try it out. So, my dad is cooking along with me, and so is Natalie. If you have never cut up a bell pepper before, you just slice off the top, and then you can pull the core of seeds right out, and you can just tap out or rinse out the extra seeds that may have been in the body of it. And then you just want to thinly slice it. If you've never had fajitas before, they're just very, very thin slices of fajitas so that you can put them on your tortilla with your shrimp and your onions and all your toppings on there. So you want to keep them nice and thin so that they get nice and cooked up when we put them on the pan and cook them in the oven. Hello, Patricia. Linda, yes, yummy shrimp. Thank you for loving and watching me cook. Sometimes they sell the red, orange, yellow peppers in a 3-pack. They do, Teresa. They do sell them in pepper packs that you can buy, which is super awesome. I cook a lot with bell peppers, so I usually buy a bulk supply of them, which seemed to work out my favor today since I already had a red and green one in my fridge from a previous recipe. I always try to keep peppers and onions on hand because they are really, really popular in most recipes that I do. So I'm just slicing it up thin, you guys, not too crazy. You love fajitas, you can eat them daily. That's awesome. You guys get those shares out there. If you just now tuned in, we are making shrimp fajitas tonight. Our oven is set at 450, and we are just dicing up some of our veggies to go on our pan. If you want to get entered into my giveaway, as we have already hit our 40 live views, you can like or heart or cry face or wow face at this post. Just make sure it's on this post that you leave an emotion, and then that will generate a list for me of all the people that liked the post, and then I will pull those names into my random name generator, and then we will do our giveaway. So if you want to get entered into the giveaway, that is your one way of doing it. Once our shrimp are done, the giveaway will close, and I will pull a name, and we will have a winner. Finally got to catch me. Then it wasn't at the end, Brittany. That's awesome. Made chicken fajitas last night. I do love chicken and steak fajitas as well. My husband's favorite are shrimp, but sometimes he gets the seafood ones at Mi Mexico, which have scallops and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different ways to make fajitas. Anything that you think you would put on a taco, you can make it into a fajita. Basically what that does, it's like deconstructing a taco. You just want all of your sides that you would want with it. Sour cream, cheese, onions, guacamole, anything like that you would want on a taco goes into the steps of making a fajita. So I just chopped up my green onion and just put it into my big bowl to wait for the rest of our ingredients. Thank you for sharing, you guys. Always told not to keep peppers in the fridge. Has anyone tried to sneak in at the end? Can you tell? Heather, I can usually tell. It's just been more frequent recently when I get to the end of the show and people pop on and they comment their name. So then I know that they haven't been watching the show and didn't listen, that there is a new way to get entered into the giveaway. So we have had a lot of people do that recently. Come in right at the end and say, hey, did you get me? And type their name in. So we're going to try and avoid that now by making it kind of, you have to learn how to get entered in to get entered into the giveaway. So I just cut off the top to my pepper and I cut around the edges and then I just reach in and kind of twist out the inside seeds and then it leaves very little work for the rest of the pepper.
It has my spit all over.
You've never had shrimp of a seafood fajita, like chicken and steak and fajita salad, green peppers. You said green onions. Whoops, sorry guys. Green peppers. Thank you for sharing, you guys. Super awesome. Make sure you leave an emoji on the post if you want to get entered into the giveaway. But we are going to keep going. I'm going to keep dicing my peppers up. I've got my red one and my green one. And then I'm going to move on to my onion. My son over here is going to eat his weight in tortilla chips and salsa and cheese. It is his favorite thing to eat at this restaurant that we go to in town. So I stopped on my way home from teaching tonight and I stopped to pick it up for the family because I know we probably wouldn't like the fajitas without it. I've tried making a couple cheese dips at home to try and simulate it, and I have not found a recipe yet that tastes like Mi Mexico's cheese dip. Stuffed peppers one night. Heather, I've done taco stuffed peppers on this show. I have. You've been waiting all week for this. Thank you, Patrick. I'm glad you guys learned some stuff. I've never actually made a sheet pan meal, so I'm super excited about this. I think it's going to be really easy and full of flavor. I'm glad you caught me live, too. I love quesadillas as well. I love a lot of Mexican food. I love enchiladas, and I love burritos. I've made enchiladas on this show. Super yummy enchiladas. You used my tip for the peppers and it worked out great. That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Hello, Crystal. How are you? I made taco stuffed peppers on this show a couple months back and they were phenomenal. I really, really liked them. I made them with both regular brown rice and I tried some cauliflower rice in our stuffed peppers and they were really good. So there is a recipe for that on my website, you guys, and my Pinterest. So if you ever want any of my recipes I've done in the past, my website, my Pinterest, and my Instagram are the easiest ways to find those recipes. Facebook kind of gets lost in the feed since we share and talk so much on there. So I've got my peppers and my peppers cut up, and I'm going to work onto my small red onion. You must have missed it. Heather, I think it was back before you had found my page, actually. Yes, Courtney. So I have some guacamole here that Bree is eating. I've got some guacamole, I have some salsa, and some cheese dip. I also have a fresh avocado that I will dice up here shortly for my husband as well. He loves just fresh avocado on his fajitas. So I just cut my onions tips off, and then I just pull off this outer shell of the onion because we don't need that. I'm always very heavy on the sour cream. I love sour cream too. We've got a big old bowl of sour cream as well. You guys can't really see it. It's too white. Big old bowl of sour cream. Big old bowl of Mexican shredded cheese. I've got a lime and some cilantro. Super, super yummy, you guys. This recipe is going to be delicious. So I have one more layer of my onion to peel off. You just want to peel off this dry outer shell. to get into where the pepper looks purple. And then you know you are ready to start dicing it up. What's the difference between red or white onions? So there's red, white, and like yellow, golden. It all just depends on what you're making for what onion you should use. Certain onions are good for caramelizing. I want to say those are the golden onions are good for caramelizing. I can definitely look more into that. I know a couple people have asked in the past as well what onions are good for what, but they do have different flavor profiles and different, like certain onions are better to eat raw, like on a burger. Certain onions are better to be cooked and sauteed. These onions are better and really flavorful for fajitas like this to be sauteed up, to be eaten like that. So I'm just cutting these up super thin, you guys. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ring of onion and cut it in half again, just to kind of dice them out and so that they're just little strips of onion. Just like that. I don't like onion, but my husband does, so I'm just going to do that much of my onion. Brie is, the guacamole is spicy, Brie, sorry. Rory loves spicy.
I do too, but
so we got some spicy.
Woo!
We did buy spicy guac at the store, so Brie, she's injuring herself with some spicy guac. All right, throw these onions in with our peppers. I need to wash I broke my garbage can right before I started the show. I'm gonna go rinse off my cutting board and grab my shrimp that are over here in the sink. I needed to thaw my shrimp out before we started today. So the best way to do that is, the safest way to thaw out your shrimp is to run cool water over them, not hot, but cool. You don't want to bring them you don't want to make them hot with the water. Purple ones sweeter, yellow onions are sweeter when they're grilled or cooked. Love sauteed onion, love onions. I can eat them raw. Just put your lasagna in the oven. Wish I had done this along with me instead. Lasagna is good though. I love lasagna. I substituted white for red tonight. Natalie, that's total preference. That's totally fine with me. Good evening, Jill. How are you? Courtney, we will see. My kids do love shrimp. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be kind of careful with a couple of the shrimp. I'm going to season a little lighter without the cayenne pepper and stuff like that. Yes, fur babies are rocking their summer look totally. I need to make the pumpkin roll. I need to learn that. I always mess mine up. Sharon, mine, I messed up as well, but I want to try it again too. All right, you guys. Heather, how are you? So we've got our peppers and our onions in our big bowl, and we're going to salt and pepper them, olive oil, and put the rest of the spices. So I am going to pop that lid off. I'm going to take my shrimp. So these are my jumbo shrimp, you guys. Super big, nice and meaty shrimps. They are raw, just like this, nice and big. I did leave the tails on for now. I will cook them like that. Put a towel under there. So I'm going to throw my shrimp in here. My big old shrimp. And then I'm going to also throw in some of these pre-cooked smaller shrimp to kind of see if it's possible to do this recipe with the pre-cooked, less expensive shrimp. So we've got a little bit of both of them in there. And then we were going to do some olive oil. Glad you didn't miss me as well. Red onion and ranch is the best. Really, I've never tried that. My mom just had her dogs groomed and they look so cute. I love when dogs get groomed. My dogs are so handsome and they actually get a lot more playful and rambunctious. So it's always fun because my oldest dog is almost 10. And so he kind of mopes around when his hair starts to get long. So when we cut it up, he really kind of springs into life, which is fun. So we're going to do, it says several turns of our pepper grinder. Yes, nice size shrimp. I was really surprised that we did find these up here in North Dakota. And then we want just a teaspoon of kosher salt. What? Patricia, they're cooked. The smaller shrimp are cooked. So when you cook shrimp, it's the same for shrimp and lobster, they turn, they go from being opaque and they turn kind of a solid white pink color when it's cooked. So that is cooked shrimp. If it's that color, they are cooked. You'll see that color shrimp and shrimp cocktail. These bigger ones are raw, 100% raw. They've not been cooked yet. You cannot consume them like shrimp cocktail. So that's why they are in a different color. That's a good question. Yes, plenty of room to move and cook, you guys. It's awesome. Patrick, we had awesome weather, really warmed up, everything kind of thawed out, and then we went to bed last night and it was snowing, woke up this morning and it snowed a little bit. So we are getting some snow here in the middle of March, or at the beginning of March. All right, so we've got our salt and our pepper. Now I want to do... I did a tablespoon and a half of the extra virgin olive oil, a teaspoon of the kosher salt, a couple turns of the ground pepper, 2 teaspoons of chili powder. I did leave out some of my little baby shrimp to so that the kids didn't have to have this spicy chili powder in it. So I did leave some of our shrimp out to avoid it being too spicy, because we're going to do 2 teaspoons of this chili powder. I am going to invent a spice company that makes openings to their spices that you can actually fit measuring spoons into. That's my goal in life, you guys. It's such a pain that none of these measuring spoons fit into the body of our spices. Then we want half a teaspoon of some garlic powder. I hate these lids, are so hard to pop off. There we go. I also do not have time to make my homemade salsa tonight. It'll definitely let you know when you make it. Awesome, I did get some salsa at New Mexico. So we are supposed to get snow tonight in North Carolina mountains. I live in North Dakota, Michelle. So half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Thank God no snow in New York. 40s to 50s. That's how we were, and then the snow came. So brace yourself if the snow comes back. Then we want half a teaspoon of onion powder. There you go. Half a teaspoon of ground cumin. And that's what's really going to give you the Mexican food flavor. Taco seasonings and things like that have a cumin in it, and that is that very distinct flavor. And then half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Oops, I almost did chili powder twice. Smoked paprika. Yeah, I'm excited. My half a teaspoon has been fitting in these, but like the teaspoon, tablespoon, half a tablespoon, none of them fit in the lids. I feel like you use the teaspoon the most and it doesn't fit, and it makes me so sad. But this half a teaspoon seems to be fitting. Smoked paprika. There we go. You guys, if you're just now tuning in, we've hit 2 giveaways. So make sure you like, heart, laugh at this post. Get those likes in here, you guys. And then I will do 2 winners at the end of the show. Once our food is all cooked up, I will close the giveaway. So this is your chance to just quickly leave an emotion and you will get entered in. You have tilapia in the freezer. What are some good recipes for that? Jill, I don't cook fish that often, but I can find you some good recipes. You're going to your class reunion this weekend. Heather, my class reunion is in April. April 16th through the 20th, I'll be in Vegas for my class reunion. Lots of rain on the coast of North Carolina. I'm so over the snow. I am too. I cook culinary arts in school. So glad I did, and it has paid off. That's awesome. I've never taken any official classes for cooking. Sherry, I'm not really sure what the difference is. I just know that there's paprika and smoked paprika. Smoked paprika definitely has a stronger smell to it. So I'm assuming that the flavor is just a little stronger. Heather, coming to Vegas. I'm going to Vegas April 16th through the 20th. I will be in Vegas. Lemon and capers is my favorite on fish. Hello, Sasha. How are you? All right, so we're going to toss these to combine all these seasonings. Get them all over our shrimp, all over our peppers and our onions. It smells amazing. Just toss it around, you guys. Make sure it gets nice and coated. I just tossed an onion on the floor for whatever dog is brave enough to eat it. Here we go. And then you want to spray your pan with cooking spray. And then you want to lay everything out in a single layer on a baking sheet. And we're going to bake it just for 8 minutes. in the oven. I'm going to keep a close eye out on my shrimp that are already cooked so that we don't completely toast them. Patrick, you do not have to be present to win. The only trick is if you win, you have to come back and find out so that you can send me your shipping information. So you will win, I will call your name, but if you don't send me your shipping information, I will never be able to send you something. So you do need to come back, Patrick, when you're done with work, and just check out the post and see who won at the end. Usually people will say their names and comment congratulations, and you will see who won. So you don't have to be present, but you do have to know to send me your address. Lynn, that would be okay with me. We will have plenty of leftovers. I know it. Hello, Deborah. I'll be in Vegas May 23rd through the 27th. Yay, so fun, Bree. I hope you have a blast. Brittany, thank you. Looks so good. Going to try it this weekend. Vegas in November. Your dogs look like mine, Heather. That's awesome. Send me a picture. I love puppies. So I'm just going to use my Pam cooking coconut spray. Marissa, I ordered some. I ordered about 8 of them. So I just got the shipping confirmation that they did send out, and then I will do a live video kind of debuting the different Flavor God spices that I got because I'm super excited about them. So I will talk to you guys about that. I also got a new version of vanilla for baking, and I want to show that to you guys too sometime soon. I want to find a recipe that uses this vanilla. It's not a liquid, it's a powder, and so I'm kind of excited about that too. I always post my recipes a couple of days before I cook them. Also, if you touch my face, the description of the video will pop up, and you should be able to scroll and find the recipe there as well. I also will, every weekend, I update my website with my recipes, my Instagram, my Pinterest, and my YouTube. All get updated on the weekends for the new recipes that I've done for the week. Barbecue chicken and sausage on a sheet pan. That sounds delicious. Yeah, waiting for food to drop. I dropped that onion, you guys. One of the dogs got it. I'm not sure who. Yeah, it was given to you? Well, yeah, you better eat it. It's probably good if it was caught by them. I play blackjack if I go to Vegas, but I was born and raised there, so I don't do a whole lot of gambling while I'm there. I don't usually go to the Strip. We stay in an Airbnb off of the Strip. Heather, I did have one of my friends post a recipe on my page that I want to put up for a vote next Thursday, but I have no idea what I'm going to make Monday. And then I will be gone this weekend. I will be in Arizona for a baby shower of my family member. So I won't be on this weekend like I normally am, but I will come back on Monday because I've got to come back to cook at school. So I'm going to kind of spread some of these out. I'm probably going to do 2 pans. So I'm going to pull out another pan to cook in. Here we go. Spray some more cooking oil. It's making your mouth water. It smells and looks delicious. I'm going to pop these in the oven right now. Kind of let that heat escape, you guys, before you stick your head down into the oven. Always open it and let that heat come out first. So we're going to cook it for 8 minutes. I only put 1 or 2 of those pre-cooked shrimp on there so we can really see how they compare to maybe some of the bigger raw shrimp. So I'm going to dump out most of the vegetables are going to be on this, and then our little shrimpies are right here. And then I'm going to grab our other ones that aren't seasoned, and I'm just going to drop some on to the sheet as well for my kiddos so that they have a little bit of flavor cooked in with the peppers and the onions, but they aren't doused with that chili pepper. So we'll do that and that. Awesome, you guys. Onions are not good for dogs. Really? Toxic? I did not know that. I did not know that at all. Did you, Brie? I know blueberries are bad for dogs and grapes are bad for dogs, but I did not know onions were. I bet I will have plenty of leftovers. I am sure too, especially even with Brie here, I'll still have a lot of leftovers.
Yeah,
You have the Flavor God spices. They are good. Bill, I'm so excited for mine. It's not a paste, Heather. It's a powder. So it's not a paste and it's not a liquid. It's vanilla powder. And I got it from a company on LinkedIn that my dad tagged me in. And they are a baking shop, I think in California. Yeah. And it's a powder, a really, really, really fine powder. Let me move this light away. And it smells so good. And what I like about it is it doesn't have that alcohol compound to it. So I want to use it in recipes that don't necessarily bake, so you can't bake that alcohol flavor out of it. I want to kind of switch it out because I know sometimes, recipes can taste a lot like that extract instead of the actual vanilla if you don't have a chance to cook it out.
I read up on the dogs.
Kathy, you are awesome. You have a binder for my recipes. What?
I read up on the onions.
Yeah, and they're not good for dogs.
They're not supposed to eat them, but it's just if they consume a bunch, like a massive amount,
Okay.
it can lead to anemia.
Okay, so if they eat a bunch of onions, they can lead to anemia.
Yeah.
So just
But
don't
it's
feed
nothing
them a
like
bunch.
grapes or anything like
But
that.
it's not as severe as grapes or chocolate. Grapes are bad for dogs. Yep, making your recipe for the kids and the hubbies. Yes, onions can kill them. You really shouldn't cook the pre-cooked shrimp long. They will be overcooked. Glenn, that is why I'm doing what I'm doing. I want to test it out because I know not everyone can afford fresh, big, jumbo shrimp raw. So I want to give you guys the kind of guidance on how to cook these pre-cooked shrimps on this sheet pan. Sarah can't hear, so she'll have to sign out of her Facebook and sign back in. Really? They can have blueberries. So maybe I just confuse them with grapes. I always just assume grapes and blueberries. So don't ever let them have either of them. I've never seen vanilla powder either, you guys. Super awesome. We have 95 views right now, so just make sure you get those likes on this page, you guys, to get entered into the giveaway because we only have 4 more minutes and then we will do our giveaway. What I am going to do is I am going to pull the Facebook page up and get that pulled up so that I can just hit refresh when our shrimp is done. And then I am going to go, I did a shrimp name picker last time, so let's pick something else this time. My internet is really slow. I don't want the fishies. Let's do the magic hat. How about that? We'll do the magic hat. And then once our shrimp comes out, we will close the giveaway. So get those likes out there, you guys. Heather, yep, I know it's like the real chocolate, like the cocoa of the chocolate. So if it's like really like fake chocolate, not a lot of cocoa powder in it, not the dark chocolate, it's not as bad for them as if they were to eat like a real bar of chocolate. Yes, Sheila, definitely. You can throw this in a fry pan and fry this all up to make the fajitas. That's traditional fajitas, are to put it in a frying pan and fry them up together. Thank you for sharing. Bill, when I do my recipe with the vanilla powder, I will definitely put the link in the video. But if you message me, reminding me for the link, I can send it to you early. Definitely. Awesome, you guys. I can definitely share that vanilla link with you guys. All right, so we've got 3 minutes left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take our tortillas and I want to warm these up as well. So for the heating instructions, for the best results, heat in a skillet on medium-high heat for 10 to 15 seconds. Flip and heat for another 5 to 10 seconds. They may be heated on a skillet, an electric griddle, or a grill, or in the microwave. I know when you heat them up in the microwave, they're really, really good when they come out hot and fresh. But if they have to sit for any length of time, then they get really dry and brittle. Oh no, Rosemary forgot the bell peppers. I was missing 2 of the colors of the bell peppers, but I figured as long as we've got the shrimp, we will make do. We got sour cream and cheese and salsa. It'll make up for the fact that we're missing some of our bell peppers. Because my daughter likes to feed them. Yep, my kids always share their food with my dogs. I'm just kind of separating out these tortilla shells so that I can get them heated up in a little pan. So I'm just gonna take just a little pan, stick these in here. I just use the little small flour tortillas. I love flour, but you guys can definitely use corn or whatever if you guys don't want the carbs. They do have carb smart ones that are lower carb count. We're gonna just peek in here, you guys. Oh, they look so good. So good. Those shrimp are getting nice and opaque, and I will show you guys when I pull them out that they do change colors. Dog is a Snoop, and he gets the chocolate all the time. Anxious to see how the vanilla powder does. Yes, you guys, I will be excited. So send me your recipes that use vanilla that you would like to see me try it with. Wrap them in foil and put them in the oven. I could probably do that as well. Maybe I'll do half and half. Let's take some foil. And I'll grab half of these off.
Yes. Hold on, I'm taking your picture.
And I'll wrap them up. And I will stick them in here for a little bit. And then you've got your salsa, your guacamole, your shredded cheese, your sour cream. Sarah, yes, you can use the microwave. If you ever want to know, the back of your bag should have heating instructions. I don't like the microwave just because if they sit out for too long, then all of that water that was inside of the tortilla has been sucked out by the microwave, and then they get very dry and brittle. It does look great, you guys. It does look great. Even if you aren't a shrimp fan, all those peppers and onions make it look awesome. Okay, make sure you get those likes, you guys. We've got 16 more seconds. Get those likes out on this post because we're going to do 2 giveaways here in just a moment. Just 2 giveaways in just a moment. Perfect, you guys. So that is the timer for our shrimp. And then we can put in my kind of pre-cooked shrimp, let some of those veggies cook up a little bit. Then we will be good to go. All right, I'm gonna pull these out. Now I want some, Heather. All right, always open your oven and let that heat escape first, you guys. Don't put your face right down near your oven or you will hurt yourself. And we don't want anybody cooking their faces. Look at that, nice and steamed, you guys. Look at those awesome shrimp on there. Super yummy. That nice and juicy cooked through. I will slice into one of my shrimp just to make sure that it is cooked all the way through since they are the jumbo shrimp. And I don't want to undercook them. I'm going to throw in these pre-cooked shrimp for probably only 4 minutes, about half the time of the raw shrimp, because I do want them warmed up. I want those onions and peppers to get nice and warm, but I don't want to absolutely fry those uncooked ones. So look at that, nice and cooked all the way through. I'm going to just drip that all over my computer. Hold on, so I can lift this up a little bit better. Cooked all the way through, you guys. It should be a solid white color with no light color gooiness in the middle of it. That would be raw shrimp, and that would not be good. So these are ready to go. You want to serve them warm, so the people better be ready to eat when when you pull them out of the ovens. Let them dress up their tortilla shells and get to eating. We are going to do our giveaway now, you guys. Last 30 seconds to get entered in while I refresh my page. Don't forget your shells are on the stove and in the oven. Some of them are getting warmed up. Kind of just alternating where they are at. Today I'm going to pull these other ones out. Kind of just keep them wrapped up. They should be nice and warm now. Thank you, Patricia, for reminding me of what was in my oven. Super awesome, you guys. Super delicious. I'm hitting refresh. There's no chance to get entered in anymore. I'm going to pull the names, and we will find 2 winners today. And you guys just need to send me your shipping information when I call your name. Let's say Courtney Arbacosta. I know you told me how to say your last name, and I can't remember. Courtney A, you just left a nice little hearty emoji face. Can you pick 2 numbers between 1 and 12 while I get these names picked in? Make sure you spell out the numbers so that it doesn't filter you off. So pick 2 numbers between 1 and 12, please. Yes, my dogs are ready to eat. I am ready to eat. It is time to eat, you guys. It's going to be delicious. Rory, food's ready. All right. Courtney, just 2 numbers between 1 and 12. Good luck, everyone. Getting all of our names entered in here. And then we will be ready to go. Ready. I put them in here, I alphabetize them, and then I filter out, because when I copy and paste it, it puts along like how many mutual friends we have and things like that. So I alphabetize it, and then I get rid of the nonsense squares, and then I pull the names into my random name generator that I use on a website. So it is completely random, you guys. I have no say in it whatsoever. I also leave the number picking up to you guys so that I don't have any say in that as well. There we go. Getting this all cleaned up. Did Courtney pick 2 numbers for you, do you see?
I haven't seen any yet. Want me to pick some numbers?
No numbers yet. Oh my
6 and
god.
9. She
Life
said
has been
6 and
crazy.
9.
You've missed
Somebody said.
6 and 9 is what she said.
That's what somebody said. She said.
All right, we have 106 people entered into this giveaway, you guys. That is crazy. 106 people got entered into the giveaway. I hope it's delicious as well, you guys. I hope it is as delicious as well. Hi, Barbara. Thank you for tuning into the show. Unfortunately, you missed the cutoff for the giveaway, but I will pull these shrimps out. Woo! Burnt that bottom one. All right. Here we go. Tortillas are ready, Roy.
Great.
There you go, you guys. The pre-cooked shrimp, unseasoned for my kiddos, nice and warmed up. The onions and peppers are. So I'd say 4 minutes was a safe bet for those pre-cooked shrimp. They didn't get overcooked or kind of gross. Awesome, you guys. Charity, I'm sorry you missed the live. So you said 6 and 8, Bree?
6 and 9.
6 and 9. So once your name is pulled, I do remove you from the list so that you don't get pulled again. And so 6 and 9. 6 will be our first winner. So here is number 1. Heather. Number 2. Lynn. Number 3. Franny. Number 4, Alyssa. Number 5, Teresa. And number 6, Carolyn Williams. Carolyn Williams, you are my first winner. Please send the Mom Fueling Hungry Boys your shipping information and I'll get something sent off to you. Congratulations. Number 7, Shannon Sweeney. Number 8, Erica. And number 9. And if you win in the month of March, you cannot win again. So once you win, you do go on a list and you cannot win again. Christy, my Aunt Christy, is our winner today as well. Send me your shipping information on Christy and I will get something sent off to you. Awesome, you guys. Congratulations. I'm ready to eat these shrimp fajitas with my family. We got all of our fixins set out here. Our cheese, our salsa, sour cream, all that good stuff. Thank you guys for hanging out with me.
Still didn't win.
My friend Bree's always mad she doesn't win. I will not be on this weekend, but I will be on Monday. So let's send me some awesome ideas for what we should make for Side Dish Monday because I am running out of ideas. So come help a girl out. Thank you guys for watching today. I will post a picture of this fajita when I get mine all dressed up. Thank you guys. Have a good weekend.